Mark here again. Y'all know how I do. Cook the books and bring you informational meals. Just getting out of the gym. Another fantastic workout. Just did an hour. A solid hour. Great workout. Scale of 1 to 10. 95. 9.5. Definitely. I killed it today. Went hard. I don't want to ever give myself 100% because I always want to leave room for improvement. I guess that's a good principle to live by in life. Never give yourself 100%. Always leave room for improvement. Because remember, when you hit 100, there's no way to go but bottom, right? Like if you feel you're at your best and that's all now you plateaued, you're at that proverbial glass ceiling. You're at the proverbial glass ceiling. There's no way for you to go but to the bottom. So always leave room for improvement. Never think you're complete. That's a good rule to live by. But I want to, as you guys know, I've been studying alchemy. I'm talking about heavy, real deep, deep sea diving in alchemy. The root, getting to the rooter and the tutor. You know, getting real funky with it. And as I said, part and parcel to studying alchemy, you must understand or have a generic comprehension of the periodic table. Again, it's part and parcel to studying alchemy. You can't be studying alchemy and not have a basic understanding of the periodic table. It is part and parcel to alchemy. It's just, you know, they're symbiotic. They go together. And in studying alchemy, you're going to come across a Latin term, Magnum opus. I believe it's Magnum opus. If I'm wrong, you guys could correct me later, but I believe it's Magnum opus, right? And it means the great work to be performed or the great work to be done. And again, it's Latin Magnum opus, and it means the great work to be performed or the great work to be done. And when you're studying alchemy and you come across that term, the great work to be done is not necessarily, if you're a scientist, if you work in a lab, then it's concocting different chemicals and seeing what their reactions are. It's transmuting different metals, different elements, and so on and so forth. But if you're an alchemy or an alchemist, if you're on the alchemist or alchemical process in terms of spiritual, then you understand the great work to be done is to take yourself to the maximum, to your maximum potential. Remember, folks, in studying alchemy, you'll also come across astronomy, because you're going to learn about stars and how every element on the periodic table, with the exception of hydrogen, is a residue of what's called a supernova, which is an explosion of a star. And the basic elements, which are 6 elements that are found in every human being and every living animal on the planet, is carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, phosphorus, and sulfur. Those are 6 basic building blocks of all living entities on the earth. Interestingly enough, all 6 of these building blocks are also found as ingredients and properties of stars. Okay? And when stars come to the end of their lives and they explode, those are the residues or the remnants that are drawn to the earth by gravity, the gravitational pull. And all those elements are what make you and I. This is why celebrities are called stars. This is why excellent athletes, baseball players, basketball players, hockey players, whatever sport, they're called superstars. This is why at the end of the year, after the basketball season, they have the all-star game, right? The labeling of athletes, the labeling of celebrities as stars or superstars or stardom, it's not coincidental, it's not accidental, it is incidental. It is a happening because that is what we are all made of. The only difference is to different degrees. This is why you have a Michael Jackson. This is why you have a Mike Tyson. This is why you have people who are exceptional. That's just a few. There are millions, boatloads of people who are exceptional people. And the reason for that is because the degree of the residue or particles of stars that they're made of. And they have maximized, they have tapped into that frequency or tapped into that otherworldly dimension and are able to fully magnify their stardom or their star qualities and ingredients. All of us are remnants of stars. But if you don't know what you are, you're going to wallow like the caterpillar does before it learns that it's a butterfly. Before the caterpillar goes through the cocoon and flies and become a butterfly, it's a larva. It crawls on the ground. And a lot of us are going to continue to crawl on the ground on our belly and live at the lowest level of our existence as organisms unless we understand what we are, where we come from, who we are, where we're supposed to be going, and what your purpose is in this transitory, temporal state that we find ourselves in. Till next time, I'm going to get back to cooking some books, bringing y'all some informational meal. Eat well, eat healthy, take care of yourselves. God bless. Jah love.